Grandma, grandma, do, grandma, grandma. So we are going to show in Eternal Song this evening. So we want to thank Science and Non-Duality, who are the producers for Eternal Song. And of course, DBGM, which is the overall organization for the Ancestral Institute. And now, without further, we want to introduce Dr. Gwen Nunez Gonzalez. Girl, I got your names, all three your names. All right. Are we good? How is everybody doing? Good. So now I'd like to turn us over to Dr. Gwen, and over to you, Dr. Gwen.
Thank you, sir. Receive numutu yahu Dangriga. I welcome you to beautiful Dangriga. I told Doc yesterday he did some kind of prayer over my head. I wasn't to be here, and I ended up staying in Dangriga, so he prayed me out.
And I'm so glad that you're here.
Somewhere he told me I need you. I said, I'm not sure if I'll be here. But divine intervention, you call it, right? Yes. So I'm here to talk to you about healing through culture, how traditional practices promote mental and emotional well-being. Before I begin, I want to let you know that I'm here on the shoulders of my ancestors. Without them and their sacrifice, then I wouldn't be here. So I need to take a moment to give them the respect that they do. Alugadaheina numara kato funasa tinarubo kato. Alugadaheina numara kato funasa tinarubo kato. Ouna babana ibiriwo agambana mugabu magiye. Ouna babana mawo. Ouna babana ibiriwo agambana mugabu magiye. Tibe sage bishugo tibe biarat mawo. Tibe sage bishugo tibe biarat mawo. Tibe bisubusiri biriwo subuse tebuge anishigo. Tibe bisubusiri biriwo subuse tebuge anishigo. All right. Now, mental health in terms of our culture has been something that we didn't really think about it as mental health. But when we think about what we do, we realize that it's our own mental wellness. So I will tell you about some of the rituals that we use and how that helps with mental illness, how the communal practices that we do help with mental illness, and some of the healing that we do assist with that. So we are told that Jesus spoke in a lot of parables that we have to interpret, and hence there are many religions interpreting this one book of many parables. The indigenous people did not have that book of parables called the Bible, but they had a deep connection with a supreme being, a great spirit who they honor. Some have the understanding that everything in nature has its owner, so you respect the owners. My grandmother taught me that the land has an owner. The sea has an owner. The trees, they have their own owners. Each tree has its owner. So that's why, for example, when we go to the sea for cleansing, you pay the sea. That's a buffet on the barn. You have to pay the seed for the healing. So when they upgrade now, you know, it used to be on 1 shilling. Then they gone to 50 cents, no a dollar coin. Some coin you throw in. And it doesn't have to really be the coin of the country. You just have a coin, you pay the seed. Because that is giving you the healing. So we pay it. This mindset has helped in the healing of ourselves. That has contributed to the alignment of spirit and body in the human realm. I often tell myself that I am a spiritual being enjoying a physical experience. This morning, I want to take you on a journey of self-balancing, which I define as sound mental well-being. Question number 1. So I want everybody to answer me now. What emotions manifest themselves when you get anxious or feel broken-hearted or just broken? How you feel? Yeah, you no talk? Huh? You feel sad? You feel hurt? Rejected? Frustrated? Confused? Uh-huh. What else? I'm scared? Uh-huh. Depressed? Uh-huh. Abundant? This side no feel nothing? They never feel. Ah, I want to move in that household. You were saying angry, right? Any other feelings? Overwhelmed, lost. You feel anxious. Now, question number 2: what emotions manifest themselves when you feel aligned? Yes, you feel peaceful, you feel calm, you feel good, you're strong, inspired, secured, resilient, happy, safe. Very good. I love your thinking. Computer, give me a blank page. Good, and thank you. Now, which one gives you a peace of mind feeling? Question number 1, emotions, or question number 2 is emotion? Number 2, very good. For me, number 2's, and that is what we try to achieve in the Garifuna healing rites. Your body must be aligned with your spirit to give you a mental balance. Hence the reason for a nice herbal bath. Then the sea. That sea, for some people, they only go and swim. And for us, that's a healing space. We get our fish and it feeds us, it heals us, and it shakes us up. That's sea. And like I said, when you're not feeling let me finish my sentence and explain something. Sea bath and using incense to help calm yourself. I was telling my doctor sister that the students, they were coughing. That's mean it shows then that they have never been to the Dabuyaba. And that's one of our healing space. Incense is there. I burn incense a lot. I keep telling my friend, it's weird. I can smell like copal and all incense. It does nothing to me. But you go burn bush or the coconut husk, hey, can't function. It's amazing, right? Now, the incense is a part of the healing because the human being has an aura. And that aura has to be clear. You see the picture of Jesus, know about the Jesus where they show because I don't think that's how if you look. But the little glow around those pictures, that says aura. Everybody has that. Some people are gifted that they can readily see it, but some of us are not gifted, so we don't see it. So in the healing, when your body is not aligned, when your spirit is not aligned with your body, can't sleep, you got a headache, all kind of thing happen to you. You have to be aligned. So it's because that aura has been darkened. And we believe it's darkened because of whatever negative emotion you're going through. And it's darkened, whether you believe it or not, it exists. Bad vibes. The haters, they burn bad candle against you. So they darken your aura. So once your aura is dark, you think anybody could see you? No. So nothing sees you except their own darkness. Because darkness can see darkness. Darkness can live within darkness. Right? So they block your blessings. They block your mental ability to focus. So whether you believe it or not, I have seen it. Somebody guzzle somebody. You see some people, they walk the streets. Somebody normal, yeah. But then they turn around, they wonder why. No doctor can cure them. The Western religions, they're telling us, oh, that evil. When you go look for your own sanity, find your sanity. Right? And so that cleansing helps to clear your aura. And nothing happens without prayers. You will go bathe and swim and do all kind of thing, but if you're not praying, nothing happen. So a level of faith has to be involved. So like I said, it helps to align your spirit and your body by allowing you a good sleep. I had a friend, first time it happened to me, I walk about, right? Make I put that statement out one time. So I was going about my merry way, but I was to go to another friend's house. I said, let me go my other way, then I'll go to her. And I was on my bicycle, but some reason I took the curve. I said, no man, Mama, I talked to myself, right? I wasn't gonna go this way, I was gonna go the next way. But I found myself, let me better just go by her house. I guess I was being directed there because I found another friend. I would say, yeah, jeez. So I beat the time of the day. It was dark, so I couldn't figure out who in the vehicle. And then I said, but that voice sound familiar. She asked me, you forget me? So I got closer, and I said, oh. And anyway, so I saw her, I said, so how are you? And I held her hand. As I held her hand, this energy, I said, And then I started to hear things in my head. So I talked to her. I said, you haven't slept in a long while. You haven't slept in a long while. She said, yes. I said, you feel heavy, your energy heavy. She said, yes. And anyway, she started to tell me about. I said, girl, you got to keep praying, and I got to take you to the sea. And I have to do a herbal bath and try to align you. You have to align. So we did all that. And then the next morning, I say, 8 o'clock, I don't link to about 7 o'clock. I get up 5, I go work out and come back home by 7 o'clock. No linking. I say, what must have gone on? So I said, well, I'll check her later. So I went by Mary Way in the evening and said, girl, I haven't slept in a long time so peacefully. I oversleep, I get up 10 o'clock. So the bath does something to you. It gives you this peace, this calm that you need. So while others are telling us that we're doing a bad thing, you can decide to listen to them. They are not you. They're not going through your experience. Listen, they know they go through your experience. That you to go through your thing. So you have to figure out how to fix yourself. And that is our way of assisting in the fixing. And once you sleep well, you're energized to do more, right? This strategy is a mental balance. This strategy for a mental balance is important because you have to be at peace to make sound decisions for your growth and success. Again, our activities as Garinago have families and others, which deepens connections, plus personalities help to make the day or activity engaging. When you have family gatherings, right? Cousin come, sometimes neighbors come. What happens in that gathering? They talk. Correct. What we talk about? Long time story when they not see a long time, or some issue discuss. I know they'll have the Gwen kinds. We have to talk story. We have to give one little joke and everybody they laugh and just distress. That's what family gathering does, right? The communal support helps with your mental wellness, if only for the period of time. For example, we as Garinago do an activity called Amuya Dahani. Repeat, Mu Ya Da Ha Ni. Amuya Dahani. That's the cleansing of the spirit of a transitioned loved one. So we dig a hole, and then we pray, of course, dig a hole, and then normally it's dug the night before, but we get lazy now, so we dig it earlier than normal. And then we put a cross, and the cross that we use in our practices is not the Christian cross. For the Christian cross, the intersection is way to the top. For us, it is center, because you're centering yourself, and then you have the 4 quadrants. Earlier in the prayer, we went east, north, west, and south, right? And as part of the cleansing, when you bathe whether by sea or home, for us now, we do like, I try to figure out, and people call me, how to turn, how to turn. I try to figure out how to explain to them their turn. Then I think about a clock, because 12 for us is a sacred time, and 6 is a sacred time. So when you're pouring that water to bathe, you go in the name of the Father, of the Son, of the Holy Spirit, and go where you came from. Whatever it's bad vibes, or this bad feeling, or this uneasiness, and you pour a little water. Then you go this way, and this way, and this way. And remember, you see, notice I'm pivoting in the middle. That's a part of the centering of yourself. Prayers, a little feeding for the participants, and the healthy discussions of whatever are held early morning to keep us going. When we are through, we just connect and have good laughter and catch up with each other. That is calming for the soul. At times, families are given a nice warm cup of fever grass. How many like fever grass? I was saying fever grass or lemon grass. Somebody can ask me one day if I got lemon grass. I tell them, I don't got no lemon grass, but I got lemon leaf, lime leaf, where you could boil. I tell them, but what? And afterwards, I have a presentation, again, lemon grass. I said, I have to find out what this lemon grass is. So I asked one of my friends, I said, what the lemon grass? I said, fever grass, girl. I said, why never tell me that I got a lot in my yard? I have a lot in my yard, but I didn't know what was lemon grass. She should have come and asked me for fever grass. Then I would give her. The same way I went to look for turmeric. I think I look for turmeric. So I don't know what that turmeric. So I went looking for turmeric, didn't find turmeric. So I went to one of my friends. I said, man, I'm to make a medicine for my daughter, but I need turmeric. And I can't find this thing. And I don't even know what I look for. I don't even know what I'm looking for. He said, girl, the yellow ginger, I said, boy, I look for that all over and I got it in my house. Hey! I had at home, I didn't even know that was the name. So always tell me AKA. So fever grass, AKA lemongrass. Or lime leaf tea or coffee for the coffee lovers. Sipping on that and catching up is healthy for the mind. Amen? Our ancestors desire unity in family. So when they notice the disunity in the family, they intervene by requesting activities that unify family members and assist with the physical and emotional healings by various means they see necessary, but must always include prayers. I've witnessed family members crying in the process because they have been hurting because of whatever they did to each other and they were forced to reconcile. This reconciliation brings calm that helps with their own mental peace. One fun activity that helps us to bring laughter, understanding, and refocus is uraga, storytelling. This is done for fun and to bring across messages without being lectured. Stories are equivalent to the parables I spoke about earlier. The entire audience is engaged in the story. The storyteller is Jesus at the moment, capturing the attention of the audience and delivering the message. Now, each story, for some reason, the Garifuna stories, they have a Creole song that is attached to it, most of it, right? So I will teach you a song because you have to participate in this uraga. Repeat. Grandma, grandma, ado. Grandma, grandma, ado. Member, you tell me, ado. Samadela, go and eat me. Then the same one for sister. Sister, sister, ado. Sister, sister, ado. Member, you tell me, ado. Samadela, go and eat me. No, yes. I was just going to tell you what is Samadela. No, Samadela is a beast. Ooh. His face look terrible and hairy, like half human, but animal, one. I eat people. Especially hard days what my granny said. So like I'm telling her, I like walk about, right? So she would like to tell me the story. The next son, I'll go, no way. For a couple of days, I know I run board because I remember the story. After that, I forget to come back again. Right? So it goes like this. So you're going to participate in this story. So we're going to learn the song first. Grandma, grandma, do, grandma, grandma, do. Remember you tell me, do. Samadila go eat me. Grandma, grandma, do, grandma, grandma, do. Remember you tell me, do. Samadila go eat me. Then, sister, sister, do, sister, sister, do. Remember you tell me, do. Samadila go eat me. No, they had this young lady who was gonna dance. And then the whole village hear about this dance and no one again. Dance happened at the village. But she not like when she go. So she asked Shema if she could go to this dance. Shema said, no, you're not going to dance. Then it's late. We're going out there fast. Blah, blah, blah. She not gone. She don't want to now. She think because her friends done, they telling her, well, they don't buy their clothes and they're going to go jamming, they're going to go party. Then she think, so she gonna she granny. Tell she granny. I think I'm translating. She tell she granny, grandma, say need the grandma bina honey. From Martha, mama lo need it. Granny, I want to go to this dance, I want dance. But my man no make her go. She tell her, go to take a bogo show. What am tell ma? Ma bina the whole around here. Dance for young people. Yeah, bini. Not that baby no ba. Go, open door for you. But she want to back up. So she gonna see sister. Say need to ba bina ne. Agamba na lo. Say sister here about mama go down dance. Say yes I hear about it. So when man want make her go. He say no but man that's how she treat me to. Go man. If you go, I'll open door for you. No worry. Well, she gonna party. She gonna party. Gone down low, come on back and then die. The party. Blam, time for come home. No. You know, dance there, at least they're far from where you live, right? So she the come, but she the gonna fair no because the village dark. You don't light up like Kenya. So she the go. Then sudden she hear one sound after she too. So she the go, until she go. She the hear the song, she stop. It stop too. She say, She the go. Yeah, make her go have a back her up. Because they have the fun of this thing, yeah. So she the go. Then she say, something up. Cause she hear this noise and get closer. She take off she shoes. And when foot make far. Hey, bago, she run. She run. She run. Then she reach first that she granny house because she granny me don't promise her that she open the door. So she come knocking. Grandma, ado. Remember you tell me, ado. Samadila go eat me. You think Granny open the door? Granny fast asleep, not hear nothing. And she they get frightened now because she they look back and Samadila they come. So it start to knock frantic now. Grandma, ado. Remember you tell me, ado. Samadila go eat me. Think grandma budge? No, grandma no budge. Grandma fast asleep. She look back, say I can't fool the grandma. She run again. And she run. And she run. And she run. And somebody get closer. And she run. Nobody. No. Who you think she reach? Sister. You know, smart. You know, gonna upstairs school. So, then a sister, she did not. Sister. Sister, ado. Remember you tell me, ado. Samadela go eat me. She look back, sister, no open the door. She start to cry. Oh, sister, ado. Sister, ado. Remember you tell me, ado. Samadela go eat me. She look down, Samadela, they close. She start to knock. Hey, sister, ado. Sister, ado. Remember you tell me, blam. Somebody like eat her. She don't finish the song, somebody like. So, the moral of the story that you have to listen to your parents. When they tell you no do something, no do. When they tell you no go, no go. All right. How you feel participating in that story? Huh? Fun, you feel? What's the emotions that come out? Connected. What else? Happy. Huh? Understanding. Right? Any frustration come in? We were really frightened when the story, when I tell the children, I want to say, I got me stick, I got me noise, right? So the stories have been used to help us with our mental wellness, and there are different kinds of stories, right? So like I tell you, my grandmother used to tell me that story at night because I love to walk about. It scared the hell out of me as a child, so I made certain I was in before dark. She didn't have to lecture me or nothing. The lone story, no lot of words. Then there was another about being respectful, obedient, and trusting. In the end, you are rewarded for your goodness. Our Garifuna music is also therapy for the composer and the listener if the story in the song hits their spot. I always say that Love FM workers on the air know your mental state because they play the right song for whatever emotional self your emotional self is battling. You know, agree? Mm. Sometimes you hear the song and sometimes you make you listen to the song. I always tell them when they left me, right? Hey! I always say this song for Love FM. And like whatever they go through, like they play the song when they talk about you. Especially before they Donovan he. Mm-hmm. Some they go through Millie thing, Millie Makobi stages, right? Those different stages when they left with. I always hear this song, but I never listen to the words until when they really left me. I memorized the song from the beginning to the end. Must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I lost it somehow. Yeah, it must have been love. Yeah, that I might beat. That I might beat. I go close by and sing the song now. First I used to hear it. Then they have, well, you go through thing, I gone through me thing, gone through me thing, gone through me thing. Then I back up to the say one they broke my heart. Then they say, man, I always tell you I sorry for what I do you. And like you look good. He said, enter here, enter as you know. I think with this song she's not crying anymore. Hey, she's not crying anymore. That's right. Uh-huh. So you go down the road and then you recover, you revive. Think I was afraid, I was petrified. Keep thinking I would never live without you by my... That's right, Love FM. So everything I was sung, every situation I was sung, right? So that's the same with Garifuna music. For example, one of my family members got me into mental unwellness, and my mom composed a song about that situation. That was her way of coping with it. One of my brothers was murdered in Benke, and she composed a song about that too. That was very helpful for her peace of mind. In conclusion, I had to summarize some of our mental wellness strategies, but in the end, it is now up to the individuals to embrace the healing. Many of our practices are communal, which helps in our bonding, provided needed family support, self-healing, and peace of mind. Columbus came with this Christianity and destroyed a people because of his interpretation. Now it continues in various forms. I want us to realize that those in the pastoral world have to stop their so-called Christian approach of dividing us. This religious divide is contributing to the mental unwellness of our people. Plus, it is depriving many of the opportunity to enjoy a wholesome life by being engaged in activities that help improve their mental wellness. By insisting that their interpretation of the Bible is correct and that they must not be engaged in the cultural practices that will bring them the wellness they deserve. Imposing what is different as the answer has shown that families divide, which is not contributing to a positive mental wellness. We must learn to embrace who we are and what we are. What we have is good. It's only different. It doesn't mean that because it comes from the West or we sit on TV that we lose ourselves in the process. Our mental health is very important to our families, and that is why also in the old days, now it's hard because of our new way of life. But when somebody died, like in same bite, somebody dies in same bite, a family member, a husband, my grandmother would leave Hopkins, she and other relatives, and they go and with that person who is mourning, sometimes for weeks, months, to help her, because in the nighttime, when all that sadness comes, somebody's there. That was their way of ensuring our mental balance. So, Sarah May.
So my name's Samson. I came from Canada. But thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
That did a lot for my spirit, and so I'm very grateful for that. I'm not sure at the beginning, I'm not sure if that was like a praise poem, a song that you were doing before you started the talk. Is it possible you might be able to give a bit more context around what you were saying in the beginning?
Okay. For us, we have a healing and unifying ritual called Dugu. And Dugu is where the ancestors try to bring the families together if they are disconnected. Sadly, some people get ill that the doctors cannot cure until that ceremony is held, then they are cured. And during that ceremony, we have offering of food. We have a lot of prayers and drumming in a specific way. And then families have to get together so that you have physical healing in that, and you also have spiritual healing. And that's one of the songs. So that's a Dugu song for the ancestors. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, but let's not forget to ask me, no. I soon go. Yes, brother Dilber.
It's good to see you.
Same here, my brother.
Um, my question really comes from the angle of how do we reconnect, I guess. Well, sorry, my name is Delmerzim from the University of Belize. My question comes really from that quest to reconnect. And sometimes people look at culture and that ancestral and indigenous identity almost like as it being compartmentalized. Like there are sections, right? You can dress like an indigenous, you can eat the indigenous food, you can perhaps even talk the language. So my question comes with, can you truly reconnect without the spiritual side to it? That's really my question.
Without the you mean the spiritual side in terms of the prayer?
The spirituality element.
Okay. Spiritual element from the church or from the okay. All right.
That's what you just mentioned, right? That the church is kind of erasing that part.
Uh-huh.
So can you truly reconnect?
You can reconnect to your ancestors without the church. We didn't have church, a structure called church, right? In the yards. I remember in Hopkins, for example, a church building was new. But in the yard, in the home, in the bedroom, because if you're gonna offer food, you put it somewhere where it's private, and normally it's in the bedroom or in a space where they won't be disturbed, right? So you don't really need the church per se. Somebody asked me at what point the Christian prayers got in the process. I don't have the answer for that. I was born into it, right? But it has to do a lot of prayers. And like for example, when somebody dies, that spiritual connection, we want to help that person with his or her transition. Because when the spirit leaves the body, then it's out there on its own. So we set water and we put our cross, not the Christian cross, and a candle. Because now the spirit needs a light. It will get thirsty, it still drinks, and then it needs guidance. So the light will guide, and then the prayers also helps with its salvation. So in that sense, that spirituality outside of that religion is constant, and so that helps with that connection.
What you're trying to get at is if that is out of the equation and we still have that deep connection with that indigenous identity.
Um,
Because that is what is happening in our communities across Belize,
mhm.
right? That we are sort of choosing which elements
Yeah,
to
so
be Maya, to be
yeah,
Garifuna,
yeah.
and one of the elements that goes, perhaps the first one that is attacked, is spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
that's
spirituality is very important because that connectivity. So not the religious, so not the religion, because I always tell them there's this one Bible. I can't even count the number of religions in my hands. Even if I add me two, there's so many, and they're talking about this one book. They have their own interpretation, whereas the indigenous interpretation is constant. It doesn't change, because then, if we are going to Dabuyaba, for example, right? We're praying, and then and then they have to get out of this in their head that we're praying to our ancestors. We're not praying to our ancestors. We don't worship our ancestors, like, for example, like with the Great Spirit. Our ancestors have always believed in a Great Spirit. People just give it name now, right? But they always talk about this Great Spirit that guides what they do. So it's important that the connection is there without the religious. So the spirituality is there with our own experiences and practices outside of the religion. The religion has now affected what we're doing, because I have seen where the divide is so bad that a mother was there in the casket, the funeral was happening, and I wondered where the other siblings were, and then I saw something. I said, well, where this other one? When I went outside, he was sitting outside because he changed church. And the church tell her he can't go to Catholic church because too much statue today. So his siblings were there, all broken. He was outside broken, but he cannot be with them because a religion told him that he cannot come in. Something wrong. Something wrong. So that divide is there, and so the brokenness is there. For example, like what I tell you, we'll go to the sea. If you're not aligned, you carry the sea sometime, and early morning before sun rise, that's where they take you for healing, right? And then and pray and whatever. And some people, they rather stay there broken because they said that bad. The pastor tell them it bad. So they are there when they catch the pastor, they do laundering and so. They depend you, I say, open you watch where the pastor do with a mansion and all where they go on. And where they tell you no for do and he know they do. Where you tell you for do. Am I talking to somebody? Yeah. Eh? Right? Who else? Who did take the other?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's I think what I wanted to ask about is connected to what Delmar was speaking to. You said earlier, Western religions tell us we're evil when we try to find our sanity in indigenous healing. I very much agree with that sentiment, no, and when I was raised Catholic, I'm not Christian by any means anymore. I don't apologize for that. Um, and I'm an outlier in my family. I am outlier. I think at one point I identified as agnostic, and now I'm not sure what I am. And part of why I'm here is because of that. Is because I am I'm recovering from addiction, from years of addiction, and I'm sober now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I think part of my addiction came from that absence of spirituality, absence of spirit. And I share this not to make anybody feel uncomfortable, but because I think this is one of the challenges of this, is that I have no interest in going back to Christianity by any means. But when I told my sister I'm coming here today, she said, "Why do you want to do that?" She said, "Why don't, you were raised Catholic, why do you reject it?" And it's interpreted as rebellion, as juvenilia. And I don't see it that at all. I'm not rejecting Catholicism because it's my parents' religion
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just trying to be a hater or whatever. I reject it because I reject patriarchy. I reject it because I reject heteropatriarchy. I reject it because I reject the power of the church. I don't reject spirit. I reject power that is found in some bodies and absent in others according to these religions. That's what I reject. And so that's why I have no interest in it. Now, the challenge to me is, no, my sister is right. I am alone in my family in that way. Christmas is coming up. They're going to go to church. I'm going to be alone. And then part of me said, well, go to church. Go there. Just do it. Just do it. But my body is saying no. Everything in me is screaming, do not go. Why? Because when I go there and I don't feel anything, I feel abandoned in the space. So I share all this because I think this is a real challenge. I am not the only person in addiction, either active or in recovery. I know a lot of people, especially men in Belize, are addicts of different various kinds. And I share this because we need to find a way to heal ourselves. And I think for many of us, we're not going to find it in these Christian churches. They are signifiers of violence for many of us. They are torn us asunder. But then the thing is, what am I to do? What am I to do? I was raised, I would say, third generation mestizo, but when I ask myself, what does that mean outside of the absence of Christianity? It is a costume. I remember in high school, right? Went to SJC in Belize City. They wanted me to be in the Independence Day parade as a mestizo. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they said, dress like this. They said, put on this hat, put on this shirt, put on this pants. And I did that. And I was like, I'm not this. This isn't me. But then the thing is, what am I then? I'm not Maya, because the Maya people, they have, I admire them. But they reject me too? They reject me too? Hmm? Sure. Well, I just share all this because I think these are the challenges we have to face together now. And there is no easy answer, but I want to give it voice today. So thank you.
Okay. Very good. Mhm. Yes. No problem. But I want to tell the brother that feeling lost happens because of this unbalance that you're going through, right? Um, you don't have to be attached to any religion, but you have to find a spiritual groundedness, whatever that will be, and that will help you. So right now, you have to try to find a way to align your spirit with your body, right? So that you can have this aligned sense of calm and peace. For me, like I told you, the bathing in the sea and the incense and talking to others about how I'm feeling and praying, that helped me. Because this Gwen, this is a new Gwen. The growing up Gwen was not balanced because my siblings were all over the place. I was somewhere different, and where I was, you talk about physical, sexual, mental, emotional abuse. I've experienced all of those. But when I grounded myself and found my prayerful self, that helped me so. And it's still helping me today. Correct me, I can stand for anybody and do anything.
I'm Dr. Ife Tayo Ojelade. I want to thank you, Dr. Gonzalez, for a powerful presentation. This is exactly what I needed. And I'm sure lots of people in this room can join me in that idea of what you just said was really powerful. I do want to acknowledge something. Part of what you were just talking about is this Western idea of we've got to stick to kind of white Western ideas of time. And so what you just said was really powerful. You asked an important question, and my thought was we should continue that dialogue. But at the same time, we've got our next presenters, and I think that's the difficult part that we should all acknowledge when we are dealing with structures that are outside of our own culture. Often we have to continue on in ways that are not helpful. So I just want to say that and put that out there that this is not the end of the conversation. It's really a beginning of a conversation. So again, thank you for all that you have done. And I don't want you to think that we're just pushing you away. We are we're excited, but we know that we can't resolve these issues that have occurred over hundreds of years. We cannot resolve them in 1 hour. That's impossible. So just want to acknowledge that for all of us. Okay, thank you.